So with the purpose thing, they kind of fall in line with purpose, humans' purpose. So with individual purpose, you know how we try to come up with like, oh, everybody got their own purpose. My purpose is do this. My purpose is do that. And I feel like how we kind of like fuck up with purpose with like man-made shit like entertainment industries and sport industries. I think as a human species, we fucking up our purpose. We fucking up the meaning of purpose, actually.
I mean,
in kind of a way, because like we attach it to the shit that we created. Like it begins me when I was like, I ain't trying to say y'all wrong with all that. I'm just saying, like, in my head when I hear this, I think about it. When I think about shit, it kind of make it a problem to me because I'm thinking about it. So when people are like, oh, my purpose was to be a basketball, well, I'm a comedian. My purpose, because I like this example. My purpose was to be a comedian. And it's like, how do you feel like you was here to service people laughter? But then they get deeper. They be like, no, I feel like I'm here to make people happy or yeah. But it's like, why do you feel like your purpose was to do that?
Because it's like what you identify with.
And I'm not saying nothing wrong with it, but my question is, why do you really feel that way? I really want to know, like, because I don't feel like I'm here to make nobody laugh.
I'm gonna speak from my perspective, like as far as me saying, okay, I ain't like we weren't poor growing up and shit, but it was like I knew, okay, my dad went in my life, right? You know what I'm saying? So it's like my mama could use some help. So it's like what I was gonna use to get there was human made shit. As far as like I want to be a rapper, right? There was some, you get what I'm saying. But the internal shit of why I wanted to do it, you get what I'm saying? Like that's just what I'm using. That's literally just a vehicle you using to get there. People get too caught up in that particular vehicle.
They don't stop driving. Right, they just keep going. They ain't never stop. They just keep putting gas and they keep going.
Yeah, and it's like I don't know. It's like it's more so about the engine and shit. What keep you going? Like what made the engine, which is your drive and your ambition and why you want to do it. Like the genuine reasons why you want to do it, because it can get cloudy and then it could be like for other stuff that don't really matter, as far as like we were saying earlier about what people think. That's when the human stuff matter. Like I'm an entertainer or I gotta be an entertainer. You don't have to be, because that's not the only way you can find purpose in life. You get what I'm saying? Just because you wanted to be an entertainer, you want to be a comedian at one point and you didn't make it, don't mean that now you ain't got no purpose in life. You get what I'm saying? Because I wanted to rap at one point, but then I realized that ain't one. That don't mean that I ain't got no purpose no more. You get what I'm saying?
So,
like,
do you think we have a purpose?
I feel like as humans, your purpose is what you make it to be. But I feel like if you want to just talk about in general, I feel like your purpose is to put out positive energy, man, and like to help
and create. I feel like me personally, I feel like everybody. I feel like we all got the same purpose. That's why. That's why I brought up the individual purpose, because I feel like nobody have an individual purpose. I feel like we all are here for the same purpose, but we also are here to experience that purpose in our own perspective. I feel like we all are here to create and love each other, bro. It's that simple. If you just create and love each other, how peaceful would the world be? And I'm not saying everybody can't be mad. We all got those five. I don't know what to call it, but we all got those emotions.
And when you think about it in this sense, Theo, that's what I mean. That's really what it boiled down to. That's why I say in general to put out positive. Because if you think about it, the people who gave all these great ideas as far as inventions that improved our lives, you get what I'm saying? They gone. You get what I'm saying? They gone, but they knew that putting out that positive would propel humanity in a positive direction. You get what I'm saying? So in general, I feel like it's to put out positivity. And for me, even though it's like I said, it's just a spec with me trading and shit, like if I could inspire somebody, that's the positive right there, because then it's changing their life. It ain't changing the whole world. You get what I'm saying? But then that's how you only can make change off of little steps. Why people try to make big steps, but the little steps make the big steps.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's when you got to realize, like, you might, as one person, as one single individual, you might not make that great big old ass impact, but you still gonna make an impact nonetheless, and the impact go towards the big impact.
Right. And I don't feel like
it was you gotta really think about. That's what I feel like.
I just think everybody's stuck. I think everybody's just stuck in impacting the wrong thing. Like they think they're impacting the world and not themselves.
That's what. Okay, and that's. I mean, yeah, cause you can get caught up in it, and it's like that's when you doing shit that you don't really want to do.
Exactly. And a lot of people, that's what they focus on, is impacting the world. They trying to leave a legacy where it's like, forget the world. Like impact, just impact on yourself.
You should impact yourself.
Put that in words,
and then that world should be like just a side effect. If you is gonna impact the world, like at first you should be trying to evoke change in yourself, and then then indirectly you evoke change in other people.
Which is crazy because most people are when they trying to evoke change is really within the outside first. They trying to better
change other people's perspective of them versus
and they not even working on themselves.
That's how it go though. That's how the person feel good when they get the car instead of, like I said, when you can be like, we gonna use this, like you broke, you young, you only get your worth once you get the stuff that the outside people perceive to be worthy of. Then you feel like you have a worth.
Exactly.
No, you gotta have worth before you even get this shit. You know what I'm saying? That's when the world, because the world and shit don't matter, because all this shit literally come internally.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, but that's where people don't be really aware. But you can't even really get mad at those folks. That's why you say I try to teach people. But a lot of times people gotta be open to receiving shit,
bro. And then even when you're open to receive, you gotta be able to understand it after you receive. Cause you can receive shit and understand it. And I did this shit a lot as a kid, going to the damn mosque and shit with my auntie. It's like I knew it was something into it, but I didn't know what was into it.
It's the same thing with church, whether you a Christian or not. It's always something in it to receive.
Mm-hmm.
That is like for the betterment of your life. You know what I'm saying? Even and for the betterment of people around you too, because just putting out positive, like negative gonna create negative, but just putting out positive is the thing. Because like I said, you might not know, like you doing this podcast shit, that's inspiring. That's putting out positive, because it made me think, man, I gotta do my shit too. Whereas I might have been contemplating and shit, like, man, do this shit, should I do this? I see you doing it, it's like, man, I could do it too. You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't do it, and that's what I'm saying. You don't realize like how that energy transfer, because we not really that tapped in on that level. You get what I'm saying? Where it's like we perceive shit that way, but you do touch people. You do touch people in ways, and it's like, that's why I say in general it's just to put out positive, because what's for the betterment of society, or even not just humanity, it's always putting out positive, because the mother, like, I ain't gonna say the mother.
And they also go into the same thing. It's like a cycle. It goes into the decisions you make. As long as you're making positive decisions, bro, and you affecting everybody around you, like he chose to come here. If he putting out this positive energy, it's affecting me positively. If I put out positive energy, it's taking him positive. So it's like, if you doing it in each decision you make, it have no choice but to be positive environments everywhere, because everybody's on that same frequency. You know what I'm saying? So it's like all this shit do fall within the same damn thing.
That's why I say in general. Bro. That's why I say go back to it. In general, while we here, I feel like the purpose is to just put out positive energy. Like they come in different vehicles. You know what I'm saying? For one guy, it was mapping out calendars so that we can better be organized. For this other guy, it was like planetary defense. Hey, we got asteroids and stuff like this. This is what we need to do as far as like protecting our planet from harm. It's like all this for the betterment of humanity though. But it's also the bad side of it, like I say, where it's like they'll get you thinking you need stuff that you don't really need. You know what I'm saying? It's not really for the betterment of you. But then that ain't really, I feel like it ain't really up to society. I mean, society played a part in how you grow up and like what you experience and stuff. But I feel like at some point you gotta become aware as a human as far as like what's good for you in your life. Because the only person who knows what's right for you in your life is you. Not your mama, not your daddy. Nobody knows what's right for you but you.
And a lot of people seeking just to praise. Like, God, I mean, it's okay to, but it's like, shit, you have to have some type of, like, a lot of people, they so far behind, it's hard to take the first step. And it's like watching people like this, like, bro, your ass gotta at least take the first step. You can't be over here just waiting on shit to happen, bro. That shit ain't gonna work.
I mean, that's in the sense where it's like I tell somebody about trading. Like I say, I use the flip for people. And I was like, that's the worst thing I ever did, because I kind of gave them the interpretation that it's a shortcut or something.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You don't gotta put in no work or no actions and
which in a way it is, because you just invest in a person to do it. But it's like they looking at you as like a quick comer, like, and that's he ain't gotta do shit to do it either. Like, I ain't gotta do shit, he ain't gotta do shit.
You know what I'm saying? But then
you really do gotta put in some work to do this shit.
And it's like all psychological stuff. You get what I'm saying? Like, I mean, people just need to get more in tune with like doing. Not want, and then it's another thing. Like if you want something, you really don't even need to think about what the reward is of it. You need to think about what it's gonna take to get that, and if you willing to do that, and then also think about why you even want that. Cause that's why I ask myself too. Like a lot of stuff in life is like, why do I want it? And when you really ask yourself that question, you can start to get deep and be like, I don't really care about this shit. Then you can start to care about the shit that really matter to you.
Exactly. Because a lot of people don't understand they invest in their time, bro. Fuck the money, the money is just an exchange of your time. The first profit is your time.
Yeah, because you can't get that back. That's the one thing you cannot get back. That's the most valuable thing.
That's the first profitable thing. And a lot of people just investing this shit into a lot of crazy. I mean, and I'm not a perfect person myself. You know what I'm saying? I'm working on my journey. Everybody working on the journey. But a lot of y'all is too far behind. That's the problem, bro. And we ain't downing y'all. It's just like y'all just got to get on y'all shit, bro. We need everybody on this shit. That's how this race will operate as one.
Because I'm going to tell you this, man. Like, it's like, it should cut off.
Unfortunately, y'all, what happened was the camera had cut off. I think I'm assuming the card is getting full. I got to get the other footages off. And I got a lot of other stuff on there I need to get off. But this is just the first episode of the weekday show, which I want to make it a morning show. Hopefully we can do that. And of course, I think it'll be cool. You feel me? I think it'll be cool. I think it'll be laid back throughout the weekday. Have folks in the morning watching this motherfucker, you feel me?
This shit lit like just freestyle topics, man. Coming off the head is genuine. Really just, yeah, like I said, just freestyling, man. Just.
So anything you wanna say before we get out? Cause the next episode, I really want to do a part 2 to this. But I don't want to stay on the same subject. So I want to move forward. I hate we have to cut this episode like short.
I'm gonna say this then. For to end in mind, this is what I'm gonna say. Look, your purpose in life, man, is whatever you deem it to be. Okay, and understand that your purpose don't come from what other people think or perceive as purpose. Okay, like being a popular guy or status, whatever, like societal stuff comes with it. Like, all right, if I do this, then I got status. No, that don't matter. Okay, because when you get there, it's gonna be an empty high. Okay, it's gonna only last for a minute because it never really came.
It's just like buying the new item you want for that. I want the new iPod. So when you get them over, it feel normal. It feels like you done had them over your whole life. It's like, damn, it felt good at first. Now I want the new iPhone. They don't feel old, and I want the new iPhone. Crazy. It's like you never gonna fulfill this shit. So it's like, bro, that's why you gotta be careful. Which is
it gotta be deep, and it gotta come from internal. Like I said, I'm gonna quote what Young Dolph said. Young Dolph said, he said, it's crazy, bro. As much money as I got, I don't even care about it. Because the reason he got it wasn't even for like the material shit that he had what people worship him for. That's what they worshiped him for. Right. Like they worshiped him more as a status symbol because where he came up from and like what he was able to become. But it's like even his drive to do that, it ain't come from how people gonna perceive me. I want people to look at me like this. It didn't come from that. It came from something internal. You know what I'm saying? And if you're going to leave with a message, man, the message is let whatever you do, it be your purpose. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Truly be your purpose.
Your purpose. Really think about why you doing what you're doing, bro, and let it be for you. Not saying everybody can have their own hobbies and do shit with their friends because their friends like doing it, obviously. Let's pay the shit to think about, but make sure whatever you putting all your time into is really something that you want to do and not because you want people to know you doing it. Right. Or not because you're trying to produce shit to people. And
so people can perceive you in a certain type of life.
Exactly.
You know, none of that matter. It's like what you perceive yourself as. Because at the end of the day, like we said, it's complex. Once you got this right here, it's complex. You navigate yourself. That's why you're going to go through a lot of times in life where it's like, am I doing the right thing? Because that's your mind. You know what I'm saying? It's like you controlling your actions. Every little choice that you make, you controlling it. That's what you got free will. You know what I'm saying?
You make it's gonna impact everybody around you as well. So you gotta be mindful of this shit.
That's why you can't let nobody don't let nobody make decisions for you. That's like
if you gotta make it for somebody else, make sure it's the best one. God damn it. To let them
the only person who should be
making the right decisions as well. Shit.
Cause look, the only person who should be making decisions for you, man, is your parents. Okay, if you that young, you know what I'm saying. But even then, you get to a point where you start thinking for yourself.
Exactly.
And then you should have parents that you can, like, not challenge in a negative way, cause still respect, cause them your parents. But it's like you should have parents that's open enough to hear and receive what you saying and be challenged. Right. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of times it ain't even like that. That's why we gotta get more aware. For real. Like
that's the main thing too. We gonna get a little more deep on it. I wish we could do a part 2, but I don't want to stay on the same subject. So the next episode we're gonna get more into awareness. Being aware, it's just the whole deep meaning of being aware of your whole surroundings, being around other people.
Why you doing what you doing?
Everything, bro. I'm gonna write down some tips, you know what I'm saying, some notes so we can get deep into those subjects and not get off track too much, because I know we was all over the place this episode, but we gonna try to get it right the next one. And for the most part, we gonna do weekday shows. Like I said, it's gonna be me, the eldest, and it's gonna be my guy,
Q and Prophet.
Exactly. So we're gonna be doing this frequently. We're gonna try to push it to y'all. And remember, these just thoughts and our perspectives, man. You know what I'm saying? It ain't facts. It ain't, you know what I'm saying? We ain't trying to mold you into believing how we, you know what I'm saying, operate. We just conversate on camera, man.
I ain't gonna lie, if listen, like what he just said,
hopefully
it's our perspectives. I feel like if it's one like thing that you can't take, is like literally in general, your purpose ain't gotta align with what we saying. You get what I'm saying? But whatever genuinely feel right in your life, and make sure that you doing it because that's what you want to do, and you see the reasoning behind it, not because it's what somebody else say you should do, or this or that, or this or that. Only you. You know what I'm saying? Internally, you know what's right, and you your guide. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? You your guide.
So we're gonna leave out with that, man. Find your purpose, live in your purpose, and hopefully it's a positive purpose. Feel me? And if you don't got a purpose, it's cool too, bro. Everybody don't gotta have a purpose, or if you just want to live, bro. Everybody just want to live, bro.
I mean, even when you think about it in the simplistic ways, fool, like a man who just got a family, his purpose is to take care of his family.
Exactly.
And a lot of people, that's normal. He still got a purpose.
Because back in the days, it was all nigga had to do was take care of their family. You be good. As long as I got food to put on this campfire, my tent pillar, man, we solid. Nigga won't worry about, I gotta get these fresh clothes, my kid need new Nikes. Nigga, I don't have to worry about all this shit, bro.
That's the societal coming in. Then the societal stuff, because it's competition. You gotta get out of the competition. They call it the rat race. That's another phrase for it, but you gotta get out of that competition, man. Like, compete with you. Long as you making yourself happy, long as you improving on you, then you good.
Facts.
You ain't gotta fit into nobody else category. Long as you doing what you want to, like I say, what he say, positive, okay? You can't be out here doing bad stuff, man. We don't want that. But I'm saying, like, just be aligned with the right, okay? And it gotta be what you want to do. It gotta be your purpose. Your purpose alone.
Alright, man. This your boy Theotis,
Q and Prophet.
Alright, man. Listen, we still haven't figured out.
I want to be stereotyped. I want to be classified. I want to be stereotyped, and I want to be classified. I want to be a clone. I want to survive it all, survive it all, survive it all, survive it all.
Alright, what's your name, sir?
It's Austin.
Austin? Alright, Austin, what one thing you like to do that make you happy? It could be anything.
BMX.
BMX, so you like riding your bike, that's what make you happy?
Oh, yeah.
Alright, bet. And Austin, right?
Yes.
Nice to meet you, sir.
Nice to meet you.